Today I'm going to show you how to make a VRM out of your kid called Beast. And a VRM is an interoperable avatar, which currently is the best way to take your avatar between metaverse worlds. So let's go with step one. First we get to the Kid Called Beast website, click on Hub, make sure you're signed in, connect your wallet, and you're going to pick the beast that you want, scroll down, and you're going to download the T-pose. Dunsky. Alright, then we're going to open up Blender. So today I'm taking DJ Stony Eyes Kid Called Beast and I'm going to convert it into a VRM. He gave me his file. We're going to open it. Number 757. I'm going to change the viewport setting so I can see the colors and everything. Right now we have this beautiful beast in T-pose, but it's not rigged at all. So the first thing we have to do is rig it. And the easiest way to do that, let's export this as an FBX to my desktop, export. And then we're going to go into Mixamo. And I'm going to upload my new export, my new 757 FBX, upload that into Mixamo. This part of the process could take like 5 to 10 minutes, so I'm going to fast forward for the sake of time. And there we go. Notice the materials are not showing up properly. That's okay, let's not worry about that right now. Right now we're just trying to get it rigged. You drag these points to where you believe are the spots of those points. Elbows to elbows, wrist to wrist. That's it, it's like right about there. This looks like the knee and the groin. Right there. And I'm just going to leave these settings as is. Click next. And so here we go again. Now, right now, Mixamo is auto rigging the character, which is so great, saves so much time. It's not super perfect, but man, it saves a lot of time, and we can make adjustments later if you need to. But for now, we're going to go as simple as possible, basic as possible. So I'll speed it up again, save on some time. Alright, so it's finished rigging, and what I noticed right off the bat is the headphones are kind of strange looking. That's going to be something that I'll have to adjust, and I also don't want to have the skateboard just floating along his side like that, so that's going to be another thing to adjust manually, and we'll go through that because your beast might have props too. Now let's see, I'm going to download this character. FBX. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it those settings. FBX T-pose download. There we go. So now I can close out of Mixamo and go back to Blender. Back in Blender with the original 757 file. This one is not rigged. I'm gonna select all, press A, select all. I'm going to use this guy here to just slide him over a little bit. I should probably just delete him. Let's just delete him. Press X, delete, gone. I'm going to import the new FBX. And there we go. And oh no, he's all pink. That's not our bad boy. So we have to find all of the materials again, and the way to do this is, I mean, there's probably an easier way to do this, but to work quickly here, I'm just going to go into the planet, the red planet here, open this up, leather 6. I don't know why that doesn't load up, but whatever. From the previous file, we still have leather 6 showing up here, so I'm just going to select that. Select the belt. I'm going to do this for every part. And you might have completely different, you will probably have completely different file names, but just try to match all of these here. Now this one is unique. This one's supposed to be clown black white 0.001. This one's unique because this beast's balaclava has a texture on it, and right now there's this weird shadow that is not supposed to be there, and I don't see any texture. It looks super smooth. So the way to fix that, let's see if it's actually over here. Normal map, yeah, there we go. Normal map, normal leather comp JPEG 002. This will change to 001. So you can now you can see the texture and no longer that weird shadow. All right, so the other thing is you can just sort of make sure you didn't miss any. And I definitely did skate, leather, denim, clown, and finished with normal leather comp. So we have all the materials assigned. I'm going to save now, Command S on a Mac. I don't know what Command is on a PC, but I'm just going to keep referring to Command as the key that, the shortcut. Alternatively, you can just file save. Get in the habit of saving whenever you can so you don't mess that jazz up. Next up, I want to combine these items. They're all separate. And I just want to, you'll notice if I click on the leather jacket and I click on this green triangle, upside down triangle here, that shows me everything, which is good. Let's try the pants. Let's try the headphones. It doesn't show you all the parts of the weight paint because this is how it was rigged. So I want to be able to see everything. Well, let me see how far I can get away with this. I want the headpiece. Let's make that one object. The headphones. So I selected all the parts of that. You can hit right click, join, or for me, Command join is the shortcut. Command J is Command join. That makes it all one piece. Now we have the headphones. I can just select on the headphones and not have to worry about missing a part of it. I want to do that with the jacket. The jacket has so many pieces here. And you'll notice, let me get up close, when I join, that worked perfectly. Sometimes it'll remove the textures. So just be very conscious of that. I'll let you see when that happens. Join. I think the zipper, yep, the zipper is separate. Join. So far so good. If I hit H, I can make sure I didn't miss anything, and I missed this part here. So let's select that. If you would just let me. Shift, Command J for join, and now the jacket is all one piece. And you know what? I want to get the shirt in there too. So select the shirt, Command J. Oh, and there we go. Now we lost the material. One way to prevent this from happening is to select in the alternate order. So shirt first, jacket next, Command J. Now we got it. No material missing. I don't know why it does that. I'm sure there's a reason, but that's how you resolve that. And some items I notice on beasts, like if I wanted to connect everything, that just may not work. Like I don't think I can connect the pants and the jacket without something acting weird. So I'm going to keep them separate for now. I'm going to do the legs, which I can see through the jeans. You can also hide the jeans if you don't have tears. I'm gonna select the legs and the feet, and I'm gonna join those bad boys. And now I'm gonna Option H to unhide. And let's try this. Join the pants with the tears. Can I join the pants with that thing? No. Can I join that thing with the pants? No. Okay, so that's going to be a difficult one for me for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but whatever. Can I join the legs and the pants? Yes. So if I hide that, I just have the weird pockets and stuff, which are separate, which is strange. Whatever, we'll worry about that later, because we're just keeping things simple here. Now we have some skin here. I'm going to join the arms and the hands. its own little item. That the skateboard and the wheels are separate. Skateboard wheels, let's join that, one piece. And the head, let's see if I can get away with connecting the head with the jacket. Join, bam. We are good with that. I'm gonna keep the eyes separate for now. Let's try connecting the head and that. That worked. Cool. Let's see if I could do the face and the eyes. Nope. Let's do eyes first and that. Nope. Okay, so eyes probably gonna stay separate. Let's try both eyeballs and the eyes. Nope. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. It's pretty simple. The more you can join into one piece, the better for optimization. But for now, we're just making an unoptimized VRM. But I pushed that as far as I could for now. Now this bad boy, I want to put this in his hand. So I'm just going to select that, drag it over. Oh, forgot the truck. Okay, so let's join that. Boom, joined. Now we select that, bring it up to his hand, rotate it a bit. I'm gonna rotate it out a little bit too. If your beast has props, then you can get creative here with placement. I find the hand might be a good spot. And I want to just rotate it a little bit more, like that. Let's straighten it out a little bit too. I think right there is pretty good. I kind of want it outward instead of straight because it might run into the leg a little bit. So I'm just trying to create some space to make my life a little bit easier. It's probably still going to clip with some emotes and stuff, but this should be good to test right now. Now, this is weighted to the left leg, upper leg, and hips. I need to make sure that this is weight painted now to the hand. I don't want it attached to the hips anymore. So in order to do that, like I don't see the hand bone listed here, so I need to add it. So if I click the jacket, I see all the other bones, and there it is. Miximo rig left hand. So I'm going to just manually add that. Press the plus, rename this Miximo rig capital L left, capital H hand. Just like it was on the other one. Capital L, capital H. It's important to make sure that's correct. And so now we have that bone there. And so real quick, I'm going to weight paint this bad boy. Go to weight paint mode. It's all blue. Blue means the bone has no connection to the object, to the mesh. And I want that all to be red. So, yeah, of course. Sometimes my brushes that I want here don't show up. I don't know why it doesn't show up there. Whenever there's anything weird like this, this has happened to me before, the way that I always fix it. Go back to object mode, select all, copy, Command C, or right click, copy objects. And then I'm just gonna go create a new one. General, bam, don't save. A, X, delete, object, paste objects, change the viewport settings so we can see the materials. And now, when I click the skateboard and go to weight paint mode, now I have all these other options that weren't there before. I don't know what button I'm supposed to press to get those to show up, but there you go. That's how you do it. And I'm going to add some weight to the skateboard. So I'm going to just increase the size of my brush by pressing the bracket key, the right bracket, and I'm just going to fill it in, make it all red, all of it, every part of it, everything. And there's a simpler way to do this so that you just press a button and it's all red, and I forgot what button that was, so I just manually paint it because it's easier for me to remember how to do this than to remember a whole bunch of key commands and stuff. So that's pretty red there. Let me pull this back out, go back to the green triangle, the bone section, and I need to double check that nothing else has weight on it. And I can see there's a little bit of a lighter blue right there. So we need to subtract all of that from all the other parts. And I'm just gonna go mad over this whole bone. And see, the cool thing is I'm not affecting any bones on the body because they're not selected. Only the skateboard is selected. Look at that, the left upper leg is held most of the weight. I'm gonna get rid of all of that. Make sure no color is on it at all except blue. Anywhere at all, because that'll look weird. It'll do some weird stretching. And again, hips. Doesn't seem like there's a lot on the hips, but just in case, I'm gonna blue it all out. I wonder, I could probably just delete that whole thing and be free of it, but just to make sure, I'm going to unpaint it. And there we go. That is now attached to the hand. And the other object, the other prop we got is the headphones. So let's get these headphones weight painted properly. And let's go to weight paint, boom. And I'm just gonna scan through this real quick. Okay, we got spine 2, neck, head, left shoulder, left arm. It's on a bunch of bones, and I don't want that. I want it just on the neck, I think. And we'll test it out to make sure, but I have a feeling neck is gonna be good. So I'm just gonna, again, just start deleting the crap out of everything. Oh, and while we're here, let's hide the upper body. Selecting in object mode, H to hide. Let's hide the chest, and that should be good enough. Let's go back to, let's select the headphones, go to weight paint mode, and continue. The reason I'm doing this is to make sure I don't miss anything. I want to see it all. And sometimes the jacket might be in the way of the headphones and you can't see everything. So, making sure I get every little piece. Every little part that's trying to hide them. And you'll see it's starting to warp right now, and that's okay. Don't worry about that. That's because it's still attached to bones that we don't want it attached to. Don't want to see any color anywhere. Right shoulder. Right arm. That might be it. Ooh, I saw one. I saw a little sneaker there. Somebody trying to be sneaky. Oh, and the neck. The neck is all we want. So I'm going to change this to add now. Boom, make that all red. The neck of this prop is going to be solid. There will be no stretching allowed by this one. And that is pretty red. Object mode. I'm going to hit Option H to unhide. I don't know if I can do that in here with a right click. No. Okay, so now we got this headphone properly weighted, skateboard properly weighted, body somewhat joined. We have an armature. We can inspect the weight painting on the armature that was created by Mixamo, and it's pretty good. One thing I like to do that can be optional, the way this head is painted, there's a little bit of a fade there right around the jawline. I don't like seeing the jaw stretch, so I'm just going to add red there. But before I do that, I want to lower the strength to just above 0.1, and I'm just going to start to fill it in and make it a solid red to the neck, as close as possible. This way, the jaw doesn't really stretch when it turns its head and stuff. It's a nice solid shape, which I like better. Again, this is optional, just my preference. I just think it looks a little bit better. And I go all the way around. I want just that round part of the head. Let me move the headphones so I can see. H to hide, back to select that, back to weight paint mode, and I can see I have a missed spot up here, not quite red. And that's much better than it was, in my opinion. Maybe I can get a little bit closer. Just make sure there's no weird stretching. And these are the kind of the fine details that you can do later on to really fine-tune your beast to your liking. Option H to unhide everything, in this case just the headphones. And now we can assign the bones to the beast. So I'm going to come over here, press N. You need the VRM plugin installed. In order to do that, you would go Edit, Preferences, Install, and you find the zip file. In this case, it's VRM format, I believe. It should be, yeah, import, edit, export VRM. You're going to import the zip file that you download from the link that I sent you, and that will enable all the great VRM features. Make sure that this checkbox is clicked, and that will allow you to see this panel here, the VRM panel. We're going to click humanoid, boom, stretch that bad boy out so we can see it a little bit. Let's move this over so we could see our kick-ass beast ready to be VRM'd. And we're just going to assign the bones now. And so, required bones, head, bam, look for head, there you go, head, neck, right there. Chest, we're going to do spine 1 on chest because there is no chest listed as a bone. Spine 1 or spine 2 probably will both work fine, but we're going to do spine 1. Spine for spine. If I had done spine here, then spine won't show up here. So you got to make sure that you pick a good one. Hips. All right, now we have right arm, left arm, upper lower hand, upper lower leg. This is all right side, this is all left side. So upper arm, upper right arm, we're going to look for the R, upper right arm, forearm, hand. So upper arm is right arm, boom. And when you select the first one, it limits the next selection, so it's not going to do any left hand things anymore. So now we want lower arm, forearm, hand, upper leg, right upper leg, lower leg, right leg, foot. Now we do the left side. Left arm, left forearm, left hand, left upper leg, left leg, foot. These are the optional bones. We don't have eyes set, so we don't need to use that. Jaw is not set, so we don't need to use that. Here's the other part of the chest. We'll do spine 2 there. It might need to be reversed. I think it's probably going to work fine. Spine 1 and spine 2. It's probably going to work fine as it is. If something acts funny with yours, that's one thing you can consider changing. Right toe base. I'm just going to do right toe base and left toe base. This is important. These fingers are important in case your character is going to pick up objects like a drink, for example, or a sword. So you want to make sure to get this right. And you can just go in order. If I were to do 4, then nothing else would show up because there's nothing left. So it's good. Just pay attention here. Left hand thumb 1, left hand thumb 2, left hand thumb 3, and so on. Index 1, 2, 3. Middle 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's good to know that our beast does have a middle finger, even though it only has 4 fingers. So there's nothing here because he only has 4 fingers. But we do have that power finger. Thumb 1, thumb 2, thumb 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam. And that's it for assigning the bones. At this point, we can export this beast and it will work in a platform like Hyperfy. It won't work on Cyber because it's too big, but it'll work in Hyperfy. Before I do that, I know that this is larger than usual for what I consider a good sized beast in Hyperfy. So I'm going to resize this. Press A to select all, S to scale. I'm just going to click the screen so this drop down pops up. And I'm going to change each axis to 0.55. Enter. And now this, I think, is a more true to size version of the VRM. He seems to be floating a little high too, so I might need to move him. All right, let's just test this out. As it is, export VRM. Bam. I think he's probably going to float a little bit, so I'll need to reposition him. But let's try this out. Here we are in Hyperfy. Let's import the VRM. Rigged. Boom. This takes much longer than normal because it is unoptimized, as it says here, unoptimized. Most users will not be able to see this avatar that needs more optimization. 30 megabytes, huge. 500 plus thousand triangles, huge. 27 draw calls, huge. But the size is perfect of the character. So let's try it on. Again, this part takes a little bit longer than usual because it's so unoptimized. But let's see what we got. There he is. And yes, he is floating just like I thought he would be. And like when I bring him up to my friends over here, he's about the right size. And looks pretty good. I just need to bring him closer to the bottom because he's floating. That's because he's not at the origin point. So to fix that, I'm going to select all, and I'm just going to move him over to the center. I'm just going to eye it. And let's try to save that again. Select all, file, export, VRM. Again, you need the plugin, the VRM plugin, to have this export feature. Export VRM. And let's try it again. Try on. And boop. Now he's on the ground. Got ourselves a working beast right now, kids.